What's up, everybody? It's Jason Cruz here with MMA Payout here in Seattle,
Well,
Washington. Tonight, Marlon Moraes, the latest featherweight fighter for the Professional Fighters League. He has a fight coming up, day after Thanksgiving against Shane Burgos. Marlon, first and foremost, the question: how are you feeling?
I feel great, man. And it's such a good news to know that I have a fight, and things are lining up. I'm really happy and I'm glad to talk with you guys.
Oh, great. So let me ask you a question. You didn't like retirement? Retirement? You didn't want to. You didn't want to sit on your couch and watch TV. Your retirement wasn't that long.
Yeah, I didn't feel too good, my friend. To be
Oh,
honest, the opportunity came on the right time with the right people, and the decision could not be no. How can you talk with Ray with the Professional Fighters League and not be excited when you are a fighter and you love to do that? That's everything that a fighter would wish for.
so let me back up a little bit and ask you. So you retired this past spring, and then was it the PFL that approached you, or did you send out feelers that you wanted to fight again? How did that come about?
Yeah, I'm really friend with Ray. I love Ray. I'm a fan of Ray, and in conversations, and I like to follow my friends' advices. And why not compete at 45 and not deplete myself, feel stronger, faster, and just let go and have knockout power, and a better absorption of and man, for me, it's just amazing. This division, I feel great. I don't have to cut much weight, and it's a great opportunity. Of course, I'm gonna fight a little bit taller guys, but at 35, the guys are taller just as well. But I think 135 pounders is one of the best division, and I'm gonna show to the world what a 135 pounder can do when he competes at 45.
So let's back up for a second. So Ray is Ray Cepho with PFL, and so how do you know Ray? And did you just start talking to Ray about perhaps coming aboard?
I worked for Ray I worked for Ray for 6 years. I was a World Series of Fighting champion
That's right. That's
before
right.
before the Professional Fighters League. So we developed a great relationship, and Ray cares about me. Ray cares about his fighters, you know. He's a different kind of individual, and we've been having conversations and we've been talking and things kept moving, and man, why not fight?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not? And so now let's talk about it. So it sounds like you think that there's a big difference between 135 and 145. Obviously, you fought a ton, a murderer's row of fighters at both 135 and 145. I mean, all the bantamweights and featherweights you faced, they're probably going to go in the Hall of Fame sometime. I mean, you had your last win, of course, was of course the greatest, one of the greatest featherweights there is, Jose Aldo. Tell me about the difference in the 10 pounds there when you're gonna be stepping back in at 45.
It's just not that part, like the last probably the last 10, 12 pounds, not kill myself. It's I'm gonna be honest with you. I was making weight professionally. I was doing the right things, but of course it's hard on the body, it's hard on the life, on the lifestyle. You can't eat much. Everything is always measured, and man, you train hard, you want to get home and eat as many bananas you want. You don't want to eat just eat half banana, and you go lunch, and man, you don't want to just eat half potato. You want to eat six potatoes, and just feed your body so next day you're ready to go again. And that's what I was doing, plus sauna, plus hours and hours, and sauna suit, and I'll never see a sauna suit in my life again.
That's probably good for your longevity as well. Did you feel that it was like more mental when you had to do the cutting weights? I mean, it sounds really horrible, to be honest with you, to not want to not be able to hydrate or replenish your body with nutrients. I mean, how did it feel? I mean, did it feel more mental at times?
It's just too much to control. You always thinking about, oh, let me weight myself. Let me see how much I weight. But it's, man, I just don't want to do anymore. I want to enjoy this career. I want to focus on my technique, on my speed. And not worry, man, did I cut much weight? How much I'm gonna put it back? I need to feel strong. I need, like, it's just such things that I don't have to worry anymore.
I got you. I got you. Yeah. So let me ask you then, would you like to be at 155? Have you thought about it? Or is the PFL when you're fighting, it's going to be in the featherweight division?
No, one featherweight division, not 55.
Okay.
55. 55 is a little bit too much.
Oh, I see. I see.
55 is 55 is what I weight. So I can cut 10 pounds, 8 pounds. It's not a problem at all.
I see. I see. Now, did you look at the division, the featherweight division? The PFL featherweight division has a pretty some good fighters in it. Did you look at that and consider it when you signed with PFL, or was it just the opportunity to work with Ray again? Was all that was needed?
Man, I can put in a tough fight with anyone in 35, 45, 55. I'm always going to be dangerous. And to be honest, I'm not worried about who's there. They're all good fighters. I love to watch some of the 45ers. Lance Palmer's amazing fighter. Uh, Baba Jenkins, Brandon. So the other one from New York, I forgot his name now. Chris Wade. So they have a good roster at 45. And I think now I'm coming just to make that $1 million harder to reach it, and I know I'm gonna be a tough fight for all of these guys, and that mission won't be as easy as was last year.
Now, tell me, how are you? Have you even thought that far ahead as far as how you're going to be training for an actual season where you're fighting every 6 weeks? Will it be any more stress on the body, any different than you would with a normal fight camp?
No, man, there's no crazy diets anymore. It's just a normal life, and doing what I love, train every day, sparring, and performing. And I love to fight, and fighting for the Professional Fighters League. It's a chance to fight 5 times in 1 year. So who likes to fight and don't want to fight 5 times in 1 year?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, did you think it's going to be hard on your body at all, or you think it's going to be you're going to be fine, or you ever be able to recover fine? You're a vet, so you're okay with it.
No, I think it's gonna be great because I think the problem is the bump. You bump up weight, you bump down, bump up. So my weight will be steady. I don't have to do that cuts like some of these guys.
Yeah.
That's my biggest advantage, I believe.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the fight coming up against Shane Burgos. You guys are both UFC vets. What do you know about him, and how do you think you match up against him?
I think Shane is a good fighter. I've seen him fighting so many times, and I respect him a lot as a fighter. And I believe we're gonna put on a show. That's gonna be a great fight. And don't blink, don't blink because I'll be ready. He's gonna be ready, and whatever I believe, I'm gonna put on the right game plan, and we're gonna shock the world.
Awesome. And now, are you at AT&T again in Florida this time around again?
Yes, I am. I'm happy. We're putting together a camp. We have some guys with kind of Shane style, and we're gonna be well prepared for this fight. And we're gonna put in work. We are already doing that. And
And so, did you
November,
start fight camp already?
yes, and November 25th, I'll be man, I believe I'm gonna be the best shape of I ever been,
Excellent.
because I feel like I'm not struggling. I'm not killing myself doing saunas. It's just so much more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, yeah. Now, before this interview, I watched some of your old fights, and I watched Jose Aldo fight, and I know I don't know if you remember or whatnot, but at the end of the fight, Jose had some things to say to you, some very nice things. What was it like to fight a guy like Jose Aldo? And if you could share, what did he say to you after the fight, if you recall?
Yeah, we have a good respect for each other. I met Jose probably in 2008, 2009, when I went to Nova União for training. I trained with Jose for 2 years, and we help each other. Pretty much, I helped more him with the fights, but he helped me to learn MMA because I was on the beginning, but he was already in WC. So we had so many hours training, and I learned so much with him. Before I trained with him, I was a big fan, and life changed. I moved to US. I was in Florida. I ended up training with Frankie. He fought Frankie. I trained with Frankie, and I was in the UFC. I fought at 35, and he was at 45, and he ended up moving down, and I was his first fight at 35. We had a good fight, a close fight. Some people think I won, some people think he won, but at the end of the day, man, I respect the guy. I'm a big fan of the guy, and let's. I leave all the rivalry, all the shit talk that we had after the fight because he thought he won. He kept saying shit. The UFC, of course, took part with him. Some people, even Dana and other guys, bullshit. Because, man, why if two guys that are fighting, nobody know the guys, and the fight's close, they come to say, hey, I think the fight could go either way. And then when it's me fighting Jose, oh, I thought Jose won. Yeah, fuck that. Let's be a man, and just be honest and say the fight was close, could go either way, and went my way. Respect me, because I fucking won. I put in the work. I was in the cage. He's a tough guy. He's a tough fighter, and I'll leave. I leave all this behind because this is some bullshit that always happen, and it is what it is. People that never got touched on the jaw, they don't know what it is. They never step in the cage. They deal with things that way. But it's all good. I'm in good terms with everyone. I'm really happy, and I have a fight coming up. That's it.
Yeah. So can I ask, is your dog wanting you to get going? Is that what's going on? You have a dog?
Yes, you want to
Oh,
see?
okay, sure.
He's like biting me.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Stop,
my
stop.
goodness. What, how
Just,
old is your dog?
he's a puppy. Can you,
Oh, so
can
that's
you
why
see?
he's so excited.
He's a puppy. He wants to play with my foot. Sorry, the phone scream.
Oh,
I apologize.
that's no, that's
Can you
okay.
see me?
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
here. Look.
What's the name of your dog? Oh my goodness.
Thor.
Oh my goodness. That is
He's a
awesome.
baby.
That is how old is he?
He's 8 months.
Oh my gosh. So is he potty trained?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
good. Good.
He's like, I went to pick him up in Brazil, and he's here probably 4 days, and he already doing his things outside the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone trained him already? Is that
I
how?
think my dad had him there, but he wasn't training. But you know, I think these dogs are smart.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, good night to your dog. Marlon, thank you so much for your time. November 25th on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, a day after Thanksgiving. So everybody's going to eat all they want and then sit on the couch and then watch
Yes,
football and then
yes,
watch PFL.
yes, Jason.
Shane Burgos and Marlon Moraes going to go at
There
it.
will be there will be eating desserts and watching the fights, man. I think the fights will be amazing. I've seen the card. I look up from the bottom to the top. All good fights. All good matchups, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait to fight MSG again and give to the people what they want.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Marlon, thank you very much for your time. Have a great night.
You too.
And good wishes and great travel back to New York.
Thank you, my friend. Have a
Okay.
good night.
Have a good